really just want you to bleed, right? I'm here to do whatever they need me to do. If they need me to bleed, then I'll bleed for my team. I will lay you the fuck out.
I was once a top enforcer in the NHL. Since I was 17, I played for the team. My fists and skates were all I had. I got suspended for seriously injuring an opponent in a fight. I was forced to drop to the minor leagues. I'm older now, but I refuse to leave the ice. Only the hits and fights on the rink remind me that I still exist. Recently, a rookie named Doug joined the league. I heard his fighting style reminds people of my younger days. I was eager to face him head on. Finally, our teams matched up. To prove I'm still sharp, I knocked down 2 opposing players. I tossed some taunts at their bench.
Coach, too many men on the ice.
Get the fuck out of here! Crossfire, motherfucker!
Then, in a scuffle, I scored a goal, crashing across the ice. No one could stop me. Doug took the ice. I skated up to him and faked throwing my gloves off twice. He took the bait and dropped his gloves, ready to fight. But the referee's whistle blew. I tricked him into the penalty box. This was both a game and a mind battle. When we left the penalty box, no words were exchanged. Just a look. Today, there must be a winner. The early probing lasted just seconds. I landed a punch on his face and kept throwing punches. He barely defended. I wanted to knock him out, but he held on tight. He gritted his teeth through every hit. The referee blew the whistle, but I stopped him. This fight wasn't over. Doug stood back up, stubborn as a bull. He landed a punch on my nose. The sharp pain made me smile. This kid was tough. Suddenly, his leg broke. I saw an opening and hit him down again. But he just bit down, set his leg back, and stood up once more. At that moment, I respected him deeply. On the ice, we were like 2 beasts, trading punches. My fists kept coming, but he refused to fall until he found a weakness, a heavy punch that knocked me down. In the cold air, I spat out a tooth and watched him limp away. A slow smile crept onto my lips. It was the final salute to a true warrior.
After I scored, Doug came over to celebrate, but I ignored him. Next play, feeling proud of myself, I got targeted by the other team. I blacked out instantly. My teammates told me later that Doug beat the guy who hit me so badly he had to be carried off on a stretcher. Not long ago, I'd argued with Doug and even punched him. My feelings were complicated.
If you want to punch me in the face or spit in my mouth while I'm asleep, it doesn't matter. I'm always going to be watching your back.
In the next game, as the offensive core, I got targeted again. Doug rushed in immediately, grabbed the guy who hit me, and started punching him while looking at me. That's when I realized he had always meant what he said.
Hey, man. Nice fight.
Under his protection, I scored again, but with only seconds left in the game, our goalie got pushed aside, leaving the net wide open. The opposing player took a shot, and Doug dropped to his knees, blocking it with his face. They tried to force the ball in, but Doug used his body to stop every attempt, even though he was already battered and bleeding. Seeing that, I was furious. When the final whistle blew, we rushed in together to avenge Doug. After knocking one guy down, I helped Doug to his feet. I was completely won over by him. In the last game of the season, we faced Ross's team, the same man who had given me a concussion. Seeing him brought back the fear, and I missed several shots. Doug noticed it immediately, and once again charged in to clear the way for me.
I beat Doug, my dad's team's top enforcer, just to earn his respect. Sure enough, after I injured his shoulder, Doug retired. Dad had no choice but to bring me onto the team and name me captain.
It's my team now.
But then the criticism and league penalties came flooding in, all because I played too rough on the ice. They feared me, couldn't stand me controlling the game. Please, rules are for the weak.
Now Kane was out. Kane Dex 1, Dex 2, and Kane stood up to the world.
Next game, I got suspended, and Dad brought Doug back. Watching him win out there left me bitter. I clashed with him every chance I got, just to prove I was better. At the victory party, I couldn't hold it in. Doug's just someone I beat, so why does he get all the attention? If no one had held me back, I'd have sent him to the hospital again. The next day, I apologized to Dad, but he just kicked me off the team. I went back to my old team until the finals when we faced my dad's team again.
I don't have to fight you.
Yeah, you do.
But when I took a shot and saw my dad in the stands, the rage came flooding back. I slammed one of Doug's teammates into the ice. He finally couldn't hold back and came after me.
This is for someone else.
We went at it just like before. I swung wildly, punch after punch, blood on my face, but he wouldn't go down.
I'm glad you came back, Doug. Come on!
I hit the glass, and he knocked me down, but didn't finish me. I wasn't done.
It's never over.
I charged him again, and this time, I was the one who went down for good. I lost! Dad came over. For the first time, he truly saw me. The truth is, I hate hockey.
I used to be a hockey prodigy until that game when I got hit hard, suffered a severe concussion, and almost lost my life. When I returned to the ice, whenever someone charged at me, I would instinctively dodge. My performance plummeted, and I began skipping practices. Eventually, I was sent down to the Highlanders, and I completely gave up on myself. I stopped taking games seriously. Just when I thought things would stay that way, a new guy joined the team, Doug. He would always step up to protect his teammates, but for some reason, that annoyed me. The coach valued him a lot, even giving him my assistant captain position. But he wasn't even a real hockey player, just a brawler who knew how to fight. With zero skills, he didn't deserve to be on the ice.
Who the fuck are you? I'm a fucking hockey player. You steal my A? You steal my power play? You're a fucking goon. A thong. You're fucking nothing.
I got so worked up that I punched Doug right in the face. That incident fired me up, and I threw myself back into the game. I showcased my dazzling skills, brilliant positioning, and scored a goal all by myself. When my teammates rushed over to celebrate, I ignored them completely. But the next moment, the opposing team targeted me. Doug saw it and rushed right in. Even though I wasn't a fan of his, he didn't hesitate to do his job, protect his teammate. Before the opponent could even drop his gloves, Doug had already swung, knocking him out cold. In the end, both players were carried off on stretchers, and Doug was suspended for 1 game. In the next game, I was targeted again. Doug waited for the right moment, then charged in without hesitation. I watched as he punched the opposing player over and over until his face was a mess. We shared a smile, and I realized he might not be just a dumb thug who only fights. And maybe I hadn't completely lost my will to fight.
I used to be one of the NHL's top until that one game a rookie knocked me flat on the ice and my career ended with it. After retiring, I had no other skills and I was getting old, so I joined the hockey fight circuit. The only rule here, no hockey. For just $400, I kept knocking opponents to the ground. Turns out my fists were still hard enough. Standing on the ice, I felt like I wasn't old yet. Years later, Doug, the one who beat me back then, came to me. He wanted me to teach him skating and how to fight with his left hand. His right shoulder had been injured by a rookie and he'd retired too, but he still wanted to get back on the team. Looking at him, I saw my younger self, stubborn, wounded, but refusing to give in. We trained for a while. The next fight was at the city's main arena, and the team owner was rumored to be there. In a 10-man brawl, Doug and I fought our way to the end, but I wasn't young anymore. When I was out of breath, he helped me off the ice.
Maybe I should take you to the doctor.
What for? So you can tell me I got post-concussion syndrome? One more bad hit and then you're done? It's not fucking soccer, Dougie. I'm hearing that shit for a decade now.
Later, Doug returned to the team. Once, when his wife was having a baby, he asked me to fill in for him.
He's back as a Highlander.
You know, son, generally it's polite to ask.
Go watch some curling and get a fucking dye job, you old man.
Fuck you.
A few punches were all it took to teach some cocky kid a lesson.
Welcome to the Highlanders.
Looks like I'm not done after all, eh?
The last game of the season, I knew it might be my final chance. I gave it everything I had, dropping a big guy to the ice, quietly relieved that I still had it. Then I faced the rookie who had injured Doug. I wanted to teach him a lesson, but he blindsided me. The ice was cold beneath me, and my vision faded to black. I really was old.